Well, we're modeling them declining over time as well for now in our initial crack at the model. However, this company is going to be throwing off a lot of cash. There's going to be cost synergies that are staggered over a 4-year period, and there's going to be some top-line synergies potentially. Mylan has about $3 billion in pipeline assets it intends to launch over the next several years. It's not clear that all of those things will play out as planned, but it does give the company plenty of breathing room to drive some additional top-line growth as well as operational leverage. And then the balance sheet is so strong that instead of repurchasing their shares down the line, they could always go out and buy pipeline assets or accretive drugs.
Does this new company, Irina, have a little bit more political cover than some of the other big pharma companies because they specialize in generics as opposed to the pricier drugs?
Well, ironically, generics companies have been just as under fire this year as a lot of the branded companies. They've been under fire, ironically, also for high pricing of certain products. And there's been overhangs from litigation on two fronts. One is the opioid litigation and one is price collusion litigation. So I think they've been very badly dented in the past year.
Irina, why do you think other generic drug companies' stocks are up today on this, like Teva? It doesn't sound like you expect there to be further deals, but clearly the market is reading at least some optimism into what's going to happen to those companies.
So sure, I'll be the first to admit I was one of the skeptics about Mylan, that Mylan could get a solution for its situation, but clearly they found just the right party to merge with, who had a lot of cash flow and also was willing to do the deal. Other companies that we follow with good cash flows generally are investing them in their own pipelines and don't want to be married to a generics company, which is why I've been somewhat skeptical about this. But there is optimism, and there certainly is creative deal making in the sector. So anything can happen.
But you don't expect copycat deals. That this may be such a perfect fit and match that it's a one-off.
I mean, there are certainly other companies sitting on legacy assets that generate a lot of EBITDA that, if they were unlocked or somehow spun off, it's possible that something like this could happen. For example, Allergan has a portfolio of legacy assets. Bausch Health has a similar portfolio. But in the example of Bausch, I think they used those cash flows to delever themselves. So it's not clear that other parties will want to let go of their assets in the similar way that Pfizer did.